Welcome back to Big Goose Adventures, where myself, I'm Josh, and Ben, who's my partner, we are going to show you LA Pride. We start off Pride on a Saturday at a Ziggy Hotel pool party. Very different than a private pool party. So this is what typically the pool parties can look like in LA. If you're new to the channel, it's all about gay life, gay stuff, gay fun, and Ben and I's relationship. So please do us a big favor. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit a comment. Don't forget to knock that notification bell to be notified of future videos. Let's get going to LA Gay Pride and bye-bye Ziggy Hotel pool party.
All right, Ben and I are, where are we, Ben? We're in Hollywood, not West Hollywood. We are walking to the Pride Festival. So this is LA Pride. A lot of tourists accidentally come to this one and not WEHO Pride. But I think people are discovering WEHO Pride. But this is more gonna be of like the East Side scene. Wow, it's busy. It is busy. Wait, is this a target? Last time they have a switch too.
In this video, you're gonna see the parade route, what it looks like at LA Pride. I also like to discuss in this video the differences between West Hollywood Pride and LA Pride. LA has two back-to-back prides, and if you were to count Long Beach, basically we have 3 prides within 4 weeks of each other. So, but for those of you watching that are thinking about coming to visit Southern California, LA Pride versus West Hollywood Pride. The biggest difference right off the bat is that West Hollywood Pride is a 3-day event starting on Friday, and it runs all the way through Sunday, and it's free. LA Pride is free on Sunday only. So Sunday only is the only day LA Pride is free, and most of the day revolves around this parade route. Oh, real quick, that's the LA television crew filming the parade. I'm not sure what channel or what it was exactly for, but they are filming. So lots of filming going on in LA. So yeah, 1 day LA Pride, 3 days West Hollywood Pride. The parade route, okay, let's compare the parade route. The parade route is definitely longer than the West Hollywood parade route. It goes, I think, for a longer period of time, and there are more people entering the LA Pride parade route. Does that mean it's funner? Does that mean it's better? I don't know. You would have to go to both and decide what you like better. West Hollywood Pride is in West Hollywood. LA Pride is in Los Angeles. So it's in Hollywood area of LA. That is the big difference. So Hollywood versus West Hollywood. Some things to keep in mind. Because West Hollywood is free for all 3 days, except for the Out Loud Music Festival, which on Saturday, Sunday, which is in the park, the WEHO Park on San Vicente. That does cost money to go into. But the festival itself, where all the booths are free. You have 16 bars, gay and lesbian bars, gay bars, whatever you want to call them. They're all right there. So there's plenty of options not to go into the festival in West Hollywood Pride, to enjoy the street fair and be able to drink and have fun if that's what you want to do. Or just go visit the festival booths and go get food on the street. LA Pride, just because it's 1 day Sunday, it's whoever shows up to sell food and drink on the street. Now, there are bars in Hollywood. They are straight bars. We actually go into a straight bar that is overrun by gay people. What's better? Like I said, I don't want to say what one's better. I actually like the fact that we have back-to-back prides. So I don't necessarily say either one's better. If I were to tell you which one to visit, if you were an out-of-town person and you only could come to one of them, I would strongly tell you come to West Hollywood Pride over LA Pride. Why is there 2 prides? Why did this happen? Well, I only could tell you what the rumors were, right? What happened. Christopher Street West, from everything I heard, rumor-wise, it's all rumor, okay? I wasn't part of the negotiations. I wasn't part of this is all stuff I heard as a person who lives in the area. So for years, Christopher Street West was the one that organized the LA Pride, which was held in West Hollywood for years. In the last probably 5 years of gay prides prior to COVID, Christopher Street West was losing money and the city had to bail them out constantly. The city of West Hollywood was fronting money to make Christopher Street West solvent, or, make their bill clean, right? So one year, the city of West Hollywood decided to bid it. They said, we want to bid to see what other organizations can do to put on a pride event. I heard from people in City Hall, off record, Christopher Street West was offended. Why should they be bidded? They've been partners of West Hollywood for years. Mind you, according to people, they were losing money on the event. They decided to do their own thing and go to the city of LA. One of the things that Christopher Street West made a claim about that I read was that they wanted to be inclusive for everybody, and West Hollywood was quote unquote white. And they wanted it to be more accessible to the people of color. That's one of the things I did read in the paper. The really interesting part about that is Christopher Street West, in the last couple iterations of their Pride event, had these expensive event-driven Pride events that a lot of people, whether you're white, black, or Asian, or Hispanic, could not afford, that you had to have a certain amount of money. So it was really interesting that they cited inclusivity, yet they made their events exclusive events if you were somebody had money. This year, I don't even think they had a music festival. I'm sure after the Mariah Carey thing, I'm not sure how much money it made or they lost money. This year was just a free event. So I want to say thank you, Christopher Street West, for putting on the LA Pride and making it a free event. I hope that they continue to have LA Pride and West Hollywood Pride as two separate events, because it is fun to have them. So that's what happened. That's why we have two separate events here in LA back to back, because West Hollywood and Christopher Street West got divorced, and now we have two events. So that's the kind of history of what happened here. Another big difference is that West Hollywood seems more crowded because it's more condensed in a smaller space. LA Pride is more spread out and feels less busy, but it's a constant group of people until we got to the festival. So that is some of the differences that I saw. One of the big things I noticed at the LA Pride, which was absent, was the amount of corporate sponsors giving out free drinks. Like at West Hollywood Pride, it was easily visible that there was tons of corporate sponsors like Red Bull handing out free cold drinks. We didn't see one vendor at LA Pride giving out anything for free at all. So maybe I didn't see it, I didn't catch it, but we didn't see them walking around. West Hollywood, we definitely saw that. So that was a big difference I noticed this year. The other big thing to keep in mind is that LA Pride seems to be in an area where there's not a lot of shade. So where West Hollywood, there's plenty of overhangs and shady trees and things that get shade from the sun. LA Pride was completely in the sun. So we were there for probably approximately three and a half hours, and that heat is exhausting. So that's another thing to keep in mind. You probably want to wear a hat, get sunblock, sunglasses. There's definitely plenty of 7-Elevens and stores in the route to buy stuff, but nobody was really giving away any free merch or stuff for us. So this is a straight park called the Elbow Room. We went in here to get a drink. There wasn't a lot of bars like in West Hollywood. So like West Hollywood, you go to the festival grounds. Like I said, there's 16 gay bars. You guys have watched, if you watch the channel, I've done the West Hollywood bar tour. They're all back to back. Not many places in the United States have 16 bars back to back. That is one of the reasons I would tell you, if you're coming to LA for a Pride event, choose the West Hollywood one, because you can bar hop in the festival and get drinks and be in the shade. The LA Pride, there wasn't a lot of bars to go into because it's in Hollywood. And Hollywood, if for those who don't know, is where a lot of our tourists come from overseas because they want to see the Walk of Fame. They want to see the Man's Chinese Theater. They might want to go see a Jimmy Kimmel show filming. all the stuff that you imagine about Hollywood is right where they're having a festival. So it's not really geared for nightlife. They do have nightlife in Hollywood, but it's not like West Hollywood nightlife. Nobody goes to Hollywood for nightlife. It's not a destination. They do have certain straight bars, but it's not a gay area for gay people to go party in. I don't know many gay people say, "Hey, let's go to Hollywood and to get drinks." Usually, if you end up in Hollywood, you're at a pool party, you're at some special event, but you're not there to hang out and go bar crawling. That's West Hollywood, or the East Side, Silver Lake, or downtown LA. Those are the main areas that people go in LA. So we're inside the festival. This is the first year that we actually made it over here. So we are here, and what would you expect here? It's like any other festival. It's crowded, hot. Now this part of the festival was definitely more crowded than West Hollywood Street Fair, for sure. And that's because I believe there's still quite a bit of confusion about the two prides. I don't think a lot of people realize that West Hollywood, just like they do in Halloween, have put on a humongous street carnival for everybody to come. I personally still would tell you to go to West Hollywood over this, but if you're going to be in town for 2 weeks, they're both great to go to. So this is where all the corporate stuff is, where all the businesses are. This is where all the booths are. And as you can see, like I told you earlier, there's really not a lot of shade. I should have worn a hat. Probably should have worn sunblock and brought a bottle of water with me. There wasn't really good security. Nobody was checking us. And just so you know, nobody checks you going into the West Hollywood Street Fair either. So if you come to this, you can expect to be in the sun. Last year, it was the same way. It was very sunny and not a lot of shade. As you see, that whole Hollywood Boulevard is full of high palm trees, and they do not provide a lot of shade for you. So, and you can see people in the background. Look right there. They're fanning themselves. It was extremely hot, and a lot of people here. If you decided to stay, I can't come to West Hollywood Pride, but I can make the LA Pride. Where should you stay? Okay. I would tell you to stay in West Hollywood. I'll tell you why. This event's only on Sunday from 11 to 8. So the parade starts at 11, and the street fair you've seen here only goes till 8 p.m. So I wouldn't stay in Hollywood. I would never recommend a gay and lesbian person to stay in Hollywood ever. I know people do. I mean, if your goal is not to go out and you want to see all the Hollywood stuff, then by all means, you're close to Universal Studios. You can go to Warner Brothers backstage tour from here. You're near the train station, which could take you to downtown LA if you want to see downtown LA. You're in a very convenient spot if you're going to take the red line, which is in Hollywood. Okay, so if you had no idea, if you didn't want to party, you're like, I don't want to party, I'm not into going to bar scenes, then definitely Hollywood's a fine place to stay. But if you're one of those gay travelers that say, hey, after I do my sightseeing in the daytime, I went to the Brea Tar Pits, I went to see a backstage tour, I went to a comedy club, and you want to go nightlifing, West Hollywood's it. That's why I would tell you to stay there. I can't tell you how many tourists accidentally stay in downtown LA. Whatever you do, I am telling you, do not stay in downtown LA. That is a huge mistake. A lot of foreign travelers. So if you made it to this video, this is the golden nugget. Do not book a room in downtown LA, whatever you do. Hollywood's fine. West Hollywood's better. We're getting close to the end of this video. I hope you got a little taste of what LA Pride is like. It is definitely busy. But remember, it's one day and one day alone. West Hollywood is 3 days. They're both great. And my final recommendation is that if you decided to come to LA for one of these and you only go to one, my advice is stay in West Hollywood. Enjoy the West Hollywood Gay Pride event, as it's 3 days and it's free. I want to put a big shout out to the LA Pride and Christopher Street West for continuing on making sure that our gay and lesbian transgender rights are being fought for and we're celebrated. Happy Gay Pride. Ben and I will see you on the next biggest adventures, and thanks. Bye-bye.